Good morning, future and fellow OTs. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Thalia and I am a new grad occupational therapist. It feels like so long since I've been in front of a camera. I think it has been like a few weeks actually. So the past few weeks have been a little bit up and down, and I really just didn't feel like in the space. I really just didn't feel like I was in a space to be, hey guys, how you going? Not that I'm normally like that, but I'm feeling a bit more like myself this morning, so I wanted to start back and start creating more content for you guys, because creating content and creating a platform where people thinking about OT, people who don't know what OT is, or just OTs kind of joining together and having a space where they can talk and discuss things and be like, this is what it's really like, or this is what it's like for me. Kind of having a safe space is what I'm trying to achieve. So as I was kind of alluding to, I really haven't had a great past couple of, does that make sense? The last few weeks haven't been the greatest for me. They haven't been the worst or anything. I just haven't been feeling myself, and I feel like that's been affecting a lot of things in my life. I really just haven't been feeling like myself in sessions or in my day-to-day life. Just been feeling really very flat and crying a lot. So I'm really hoping I can make it through this week. That is my goal, is to get through this week. I have a jam-packed week this week, clinical caseload wise. I have my PD today and my performance, PA&D. Performance and development meeting today. It's where they say how you've been going, how you've been meeting your KPIs. Still feels very weird having things like KPIs based on the amount of money you're bringing to a practice and things like that. I don't love that side of things, and I don't think many of us do. So because it really is a different frame of mind to be in, trying to think about billable hours. Is this a billable hour? Is writing this letter, is this phone call, is that resource, is this billable? And they've really tried to take a step back and not have that in our face anymore, but it's still kind of in our minds and in our stress centers, if you will. It was this billable, or I had this many cancellations, or I had to go home sick, meaning I had to cancel all these appointments. That's going to affect my cancellation percentage, when it's probably better you went home if you were sick than going through with those sessions. So it's kind of not the frame of mind we're taught at uni. It's something different that we're having to kind of take on and try and fit with the values we already have as health professionals, people wanting to do the best and the most they can for their clients, and in that you're understanding, including their financial situation, what's going to be realistic for them, things like that. And so it doesn't always, this kind of frame of mind, this billing and targets and percentages like that doesn't always mesh well, for me at least, with these values, with our OT kind of health professional values. I don't know. And I've talked to a few other friends in similar circumstances, and it has been really tough for all of us trying to get our head around that. So I'll find out all those lovely statistics today. So that's at 1 o'clock, and it is 8:40 now. I had the most beautiful sleep. I don't think that is usually an adjective used in conjunction with sleep, but whew, it was amazing, and I'm so happy I had that sleep. I think I went to bed I did a meditation, I don't think I made it to the 20 minutes. I think it was like 17:30, where I pushed as far as I could, but today I want to get to the 20 minutes. And so I did that, and that was about 6. So I think I started like trying to go to sleep around 7-ish, and then I naturally woke up about 4:30, which is about the time I used to have to wake up for uni but that's just when my body woke up, and then I went back to sleep, and I got up about 7 to do some washing, but I was happy to get up, and I haven't had that in a while, like my body being ready and my mental state being ready, and like, yeah, just ready for the day. So it was just nice. The book I'm hoping to finish, I started it yesterday, is it's a series that Harvard Business School, Harvard Business something, I'll put it somewhere, Harvard Business Review Press's series on emotional intelligence, and this one is on resilience. And so I find, because it's part of the Harvard Business Review, the examples they give are from the business world, the people they talk about, the CEOs, the presidents, their downfalls and how they've bounced back and what qualities they had. It's still all the people in the business world, so maybe someone reading it from that background would go, oh yeah, I know that guy or that lady or blah blah blah, and I'm like, I don't know who any of these people are, I just sometimes know the companies. But I don't think it's taken away from the examples they give. I still find them helpful, and I still understand where they're coming from, and I might not understand some of the terms they say with what happens to companies when someone left and someone came back, but I get the gist of they created positive change, or it was successful, or it was a negative impact, blah blah blah. So I can kind of infer that still from the examples. But it is quite a short, like, the book's quite small, but I have borrowed a lot of books from the library and have very little time, so we'll see how many I can get through. So today's my admin day, so I have reports I also need to get done today, my session planning for the week, and then also going into work for my PA&D. The other days of the week we'll work longer hours, so we still end up working the 38 plus hours a week. It's just different, in case you're wondering why I'm not at work on a Monday. I'm still doing work today. Good morning, lovely people. It is Tuesday and we are off to walking group, and walking group is just me and my friend walking. I think we're off to like a really nice garden today that has roses and things like that, so I might show you a little bit of that. And then we're off to work. I think I have about 5 clients today, so pretty chill day. Some meetings in between, so a little bit of supervision. Overall, a pretty good day to get through Tuesday, and I have Auslan class tonight, which has been going well. I think we're up to our 5th week, so yeah, I've been really enjoying that. So I'll catch up with you guys later. Alright, I'm just at the garden just waiting for my friend, so I have a little bit of time before she gets here. So I thought I'd talk a little bit more about what happened yesterday. So yesterday I had my performance and performance and development review, appraisal, I think some people call it, that type of thing, and it went fine, it went well. But I think something that came out of it was that I feel like at uni we're not, or it's not emphasized enough if we are told this, sorry if we are told this, but it feels like it's not known to us or ingrained in us enough that when we get out as new grads, for a lot of us it seems like we feel like we don't know what we're doing 80 to 90% of the time, and it can be very overwhelming, and it's hard for us to know, is this amount of stress I'm feeling right now expected? Is this like a healthy amount of stress? Is this just the amount of stress that will come with the first few months, the first year? What are the warning signs? When should I kind of take this stress elsewhere, like go seek professional help, or what avenues do I have? So I think, as much as I already have on my plate, maybe that's something I want to look into, kind of creating a little document for like our work as kind of a little intro for new grads starting in our workplace, and then maybe if it's useful, letting you guys have access to it, stuff like that. Like, this is how you might feel when you first start, this is completely normal, this is how we felt, these are some of the resources you have around you, these are some of the things to remember. If you feel this, this, or this, these are some warning signs, these things are normal, but these are some of the ways that, or these are some of the pathways if you are feeling any of these kind of warning signs, more serious things, or if it's more than 3 from this list, go talk to this person and this person, or access this resource, things like that. I don't know why didn't think of that sooner. I feel like that would be pretty helpful. I would have appreciated that if I had that at the start. Maybe would have been more good times. So let me know down below if that's something you guys want access to, if I do end up getting time to put that together. I'm really interested in hearing and kind of tempted to reach out to my cohort and being like, can I interview you all? Can I somehow, not like just channel or OT Hub stuff, but I genuinely want to know what has been all of our experiences, because the few people I've talked to, they either felt really supportive and at the start they felt a little bit stressed, or they felt stressed at the start but now they're really feeling happy and blah blah blah, they're on the right track. And then other people I'm talking to feel the exact same way we're feeling, which is not a great feeling most days. So if we can kind of, do a bit of analysis, bit of qualitative analysis, thematic analysis, can we pick out things that seem to be common challenges, common barriers to us, thriving? Of course, there's a given that as new grads, we're not going to know everything. Uni can't teach us everything. There's so many specialties and fields of interest in OT. It would be impossible. It would be a 10-year degree, even if it was just all about pediatrics. There's just so much to know and learn and research. It's all evolving. Endless education. But maybe if there's things that unis could implement in the future that might lessen these feelings, or give us more resources or tools in our toolkit, or just emphasize the tools that they probably were giving us that we just don't remember right now in times of crisis. I don't know, I think that would be beneficial. I kind of just like talking to people. Are you here? 2 minutes away. 2 minutes too late. Simone, 2 minutes too late. My goodness. Thought you were on track. I don't think you'll ever watch this, but I don't know, I've been thinking that for a little while, trying to reach out maybe to my cohort and being like, hey, can I have a chat to you, see how you're going? I don't know. I don't want anyone else to feel the way we've been feeling, if that makes sense. That sounds a bit dramatic, but if there's any way for us to possibly reduce the intensity of feelings, or just be prepared, be mentally prepared. Like going into my acute psychiatric placement, I was more, like I walked in more aware of these things could happen, I could feel this way. I feel like I had more of a protective shield, like ready to go, because I was more expecting those things. So I found that helpful for me. So maybe if we have that going into our first jobs as new grads, maybe that's helpful. Maybe not to scare us or be like, it's gonna be scary, you're gonna be stressed, you're gonna feel like this and this, but you may feel like this and it's normal. These are the things that you can do. This is how to know when it's too far. It's not just new grad stress type. Yeah, I don't know, I think it would be beneficial. And yeah, I just don't want anyone else to feel like this, because it's not fun. It is not a fun feeling, and that's my thoughts. Rambles. Oh no, what did I call it? Chats with Thalia. Oof, what a wheeze. Did you hear that? I sound like a bird. I need to take my puff up. Ooh, is that her? It must be her. Alright, I shall see you later. Bye guys, have a good day. Bye bye. welcome to the North Pole. It is so cold. It's not that cold, but it's cold for me, okay? From the Sunshine State. So, this is cold. Alright, welcome to Wednesday. Yes, it is Wednesday. My watch does tell me the day of the week, so that's helpful. So today's Wednesday, and I think I have 8 clients. I may or may not have a cancellation, I'm not sure. If I do, then I'll just use that to finish off some NDIS progress reports. Gotta love all this report writing, and probably just do some resourcing. There's always something that can be done when you have free time. So yesterday, something I wanted to share that happened yesterday was, I think, some progress that I made with a client with ODD, so oppositional defiant disorder. So it had been a little bit of a struggle in our past sessions to get participation in maybe more than one activity in the session, and we plan more than one. Say we plan 3 to 4 activities or tasks for a session. We were mainly probably getting through 1, maybe 2, and the rest of the session was a real struggle, even if it was an interest activity. So I tried something different yesterday, and it appeared to really facilitate their engagement from the start. So what I did was, I have all the activities that I wanted us to do, or at least start, or I'd be happy for us to do, kind of thing, and I cut them all out, like pictures, like clip art pictures of them all, and I set them down in front of them, and I said, so these are the activities we're going to do today, this is what this is what this is what this is. What order should we do them in? So then they got to arrange which ones they did first, which ones they did last. And then as time ran out, I said, this one won't take as long, this one will need to finish next session. And then they switched it around as well, because they were like, oh, okay, well that one's going to be quick, let's get that one done then. And it worked really well, and the family and I were very happy with how that session went. So hopefully, if I continue that strategy, that does bode well for their participation. I don't think it's going to be now 100% of the time full participation in all activities, but I think it's something that's definitely supporting their engagement. So that was a recommendation from another OT that I remembered, and I thought, oh, I want to try that today, and yeah, it went well. So in case that's helpful to someone else out there, that's what I did. So really giving them lots of opportunity for choice. Something that recently a psychologist who came to talk to our team, what I asked her about ODD, was what the experiences she had with working with kids with ODD was that she would continue to narrate what she was doing when they've disengaged, which is what I had been doing, but I just felt a little silly doing it. I was like, is this the right thing to do when they've gone and hid under a table, or they were trying to leave the room? I'm just sitting there being like, well, I'm going to keep going with my arts and crafts. Oh, I think I'm going to do this. What if I do? So thinking out loud, modeling, just keep going with participation, and that's what she recommended. So that's also something I try when they do disengage, or appear to disengage, physically disengage from the task. I think a lot of the time they're still listening, they're still there, as much as they might go, I'm not listening. I think they're still listening. So I think then maybe the continued narration of the activity is still beneficial and still trying to support their re-engagement back in the task. Something else we tried yesterday was I gave a child the option of doing hopscotch outside or doing hopscotch in the room, and I created the option because I was like, oh, it might be really cold outside, so I don't know if I really want to do hopscotch outside today, but they chose inside, and I was like, that's okay, because I had a backup plan. I just used A4 pieces of paper, and so then it was also some kind of, visual stuff, visual perception and organization and things like that. We had to create the hopscotch using the pieces of paper, and then we could change the hopscotch shape, and then we'd use the pieces of paper to jump on as the squares. And then it was interesting because the way they did it was different to how I did it. For example, if it's single square, 2 squares, single square, that. So I'd go hop, hop, 2 feet, hop, hop, and they went hop, 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 hop. So it was a good opportunity for me, like, oh, we do things differently. Let's see if we can try your way and I can try my way. And then Mum had a different way of doing it. And then we went backwards and we did it. Yeah, it was great. I thought in my head, oh, wait, so hopscotch, we do it twice. Are they going to want to, that's it, finished? Nope. There's different ways to do it. You can make it longer, make it shorter, add different actions, hopping, or maybe each square you have to say something different, make an animal noise. I think the options are endless. So yeah, definitely try hopscotch if you have some goals around, I don't know, gross motor coordination, spatial awareness, your balance, that planning, that visual stuff. You could do, there were coloured pieces of paper, you can put numbers. I think there's a lot you can get out of hopscotch if the child enjoys hopscotch. At Auslan last night, it's going well. What do I remember? Sister, brother, friend. We learnt city, suburbs, Queensland, Australia. That's a good one. I hope I'm doing it kind of right. It's like the convicts got dropped here is what we were told was the meaning of the sign. What a lovely sign. What else did we learn? Oh, things like mother, father. We knew family. Just things like grandmother, grandfather. But I think our vocab is like, you know, really improving. We're having much more in-depth conversations, and we do this fun activity where our teacher she'll sign a word, and we are in two teams. We have to run to the board and write what the sign is on the board, and we're learning colours. And I think colours is definitely something I need to work on, because there's like, even for red, there was like 3 different signs for red, and oh my goodness. Hey guys, so it's currently Saturday. I don't know when I last checked in, maybe Wednesday. It's honestly a little difficult trying to find time between being at work from, you know, like 8 to 6, and then if I have rehearsal straight after, it's running home, saying hello to the girls I live with, checking in on their day, updating them on my day, eating something, then off to rehearsal, and then yeah. But this week is done. I think this is my 21st or 22nd week, and I'm definitely feeling it. Definitely some signs of burnout at the moment. So Thursday was my mobile day, and that's when I'm driving around having sessions at schools, daycares, at home. So I don't actually mind being in the car, because it's kind of a break, especially if I'm going somewhere that's, you know, more than 10 minutes away. I don't really mind that. But then coming back at the end of the day, I get back late to the clinic, and I didn't have any time in that day to write my notes. 10 minutes is built into our session time. So at the moment, if a client has, say, a short consult time, it's 45 minutes with 10 notes, 10 minutes for report writing. So it's about 35 minutes contact, and then 10 minutes prep, packing away, notes, which is great that that's now included in how sessions work and the time given. It's usually not enough time for every single session. Sometimes you're still getting out of the room, still having conversations, packing up and prepping for the next client. And then when I'm on the road, I know some of the girls handwrite their notes, but I'm usually just driving to the next place. Sometimes I might get a few minutes to start a note, because I carry around the iPad with me. But then I had about seven notes then on Friday that I had to write, but luckily I had some admin time, so I just smashed those out on Friday. That's something I kind of struggle a little bit with, is remembering everything that happened in a session. And then, so we have a feature where you can save as a draft and then lock the note. So when you've locked it, no one can edit it, like full stop. And so you lock it, you need to lock it once you're done. As soon as I lock it, that's when I'm like, oh, I should have put this in. Oh well. But if it's important enough, then I'll just create an additional note and be like, additionally to the last note, blah, blah, blah. But remembering what's happened, I don't, because I feel like I'm so focused on being in the moment with the client and, you know, starting to step back and make these observations, informal, formal type, these type of more objective, subjective observations, but then recalling an hour's worth basically, or trying to recall 7 hours or so of sessions the next day after having 2 or 3 more sessions. It's not the easiest part of the job. Tomorrow I'm meeting up with one of my mentors. I reached out to someone in a field of OT that I'm really interested in, and they put me in touch with this mentor, and so we meet up and talk about different things, different topics I'm interested in, specifically to do with like child and youth mental health, because that's the field I'm really interested in, and you know, how I'm going with work and problem solving, any difficulties I'm having with work, and just some general career advice. So if you can find 1, 2, even more people like that once you've graduated, I found that really beneficial for me to be able to email her if I have questions. Can we meet up? Blah 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 blah. She's just been amazing, being like, yes, we can meet up. So I'm meeting up with her tomorrow morning, and then I have like 5 or 6 hours of rehearsal on Sunday for our production that's coming up in like a month. So I don't know if I'll see you guys later, so this might just be my sign off. And words, what are words? I hope you are having a great day, a great week, a great year. And if not, I hope it turns around real soon. And I'll see you guys in the next one. If you have any questions or videos you'd like to see, let me know down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.